Sydney. Whether it's home or the big smoke, here local clubs are just as important as they are in the bush. And Club Rivers has put itself at the centre of an important conversation.
Chats, Good Cheer and Craft Beer was an initiative in the important space of raising awareness around men's mental health. The biggest, most important part was actually to bring people together, put them in a room and know that it's okay to have a discussion that just says, you know what, I'm not coping. Through our club grants, we decided that we would cover the cost of every ticket, and $10,000 was raised for the Gotcha for Life organisation.
Men's mental health in this country, I think, is our biggest crisis. I love being an Aussie bloke, but we've got to give ourselves a break and realise that we need to ask for help at certain times. We're losing 6 beautiful men every single day in this country.
I suffer from depression. It's something that I deal with through exercise and supporting events like this. The club industry is perfectly poised to allow these conversations to take place. Men can get together in a non-confrontational space and have a chat.
These type of events are vital for clubs to put on in your community, to look after your community, to get their mental health right. It gives you the guys that you need to talk. It'll make everything better. Having a few beers, having a chat, having a feed. What more would you want as an Aussie bloke? Plus you're doing it at your club. It's a winner.
Thanks, Gus. We move south, where for the team at Club Central, it's all about giving people back their dignity.
Share the Dignity is a charity to provide sanitary items for women at risk and homeless women. These women don't have access to sanitary items because of cost. There's a woman that my daughter ran into the street in Newtown, and the woman said to her, "I have my period, could you go and get me something, but don't tell anybody." She was so embarrassed. I don't ever want to have that happen.
The response for the Dignity Drive was amazing. We actually received way more than we thought we would for our first round, and we will be looking at trying to double our contribution from this year.
For those involved in the Dignity Drive, for the club, for the people who have donated, it's really empowering. It's helping women who are most vulnerable in a very practical way.
Kids are the future. And organisations like Youth Off the Streets aim to stop them slipping through the cracks. And they do it with the support of clubs like Dooley's.
Urban outreach is about meeting young people at a place that suits them, at a time that suits them. We engage young people in activities and build relationships so that we can support them or identify any issues that they're facing.
I was hanging around the wrong crowds. I stumbled across Cumberland Outreach and I hung out there for a bit and played sport, and from there I engaged with the organisation and then built my way up to working for Youth Off the Streets now as a youth worker. I've seen the changes that can happen with the right guidance and the right support networks.
Young people are the future. They're very important to the community. Doolies are an integral part of what we do here. Without their support, obviously none of this would be possible. We wouldn't have the equipment, we wouldn't have the staff, so it's helped us to be able to help the young people within this area.
Each year we contribute between $35,000 and $40,000 to this program. We can see firsthand the benefits that it's bringing to some of our local young people, helping them with some of their issues and talking through some of their problems day to day.
If this wasn't here, I don't know where they'd be.
And back near the harbour, chance to dance. Norths believes everyone deserves that.
Dance Sheds is a weekly dance group for people of all abilities who come together and learn a couple of dances, all leading up to a big concert at the end of the year. It's a great opportunity for exercise and recreation that sometimes isn't always available to people with disabilities, and just a great chance to have a good time on the weekend with a bunch of friends and volunteers.
Emily's a 13-year-old girl with Down syndrome. She just loves to be social. She loves dancing. It's allowed Emily to have her own thing, and it's casual, you're part of the family. You're accepted for who you are.
I love dance. I felt happy.
Over the past 3 years, Norths has provided us with about $17,500 in grants, all helping us build a sustainable organisation. So they helped us launch a teacher payment program as well as a volunteer recruitment and engagement program, and this year they're helping us to run the concert.
That's a wrap for now, but there are so many stories to tell as clubs keep doing their bit for communities.